Hi, everyone. This is Keshia Martin. I am here to help you restore your faith as you identify your unique gifts. Today's topic is on dealing with the energetic shifts as you're going through the ascension process. Okay, ascension is essentially your growth, your spiritual growth process to the new age, to what has been written in many different books. And as you learn to raise your vibration and shed some of the negative things, whether it's a thought process, the way you're living your life, friends, diet, whatever the case may be, as you learn to shed the things that do not serve you, you go through an actual process. And a lot of that ends up taking toll on the physical body. Right now, there was a lunar eclipse and there was a full moon. There will be a solar eclipse coming up soon. Now, I've been one person who's always gone through things versus inexperience, and there has been major shifts. So, whether or not you believe in things like this, one thing we must all understand is that everything is energy. When you are going through and you notice that there's a lot of blockages or there's a lot of stops in the things that you're trying to do, or you feel like you're paddling harder than you should be, it may be a signal, a physical signal, that you must take time out to pause, reset, and actually receive some information or guidance to kind of help you on your journey. Maybe you're still going in the right path, but maybe the taking of action may not be at this time. So, getting that introspective by reflecting, taking some meditative time out, and being mindful allows you that space to kind of rejuvenate, recoup, and get things back in order. Okay. Other things that can happen is that you may have a need to shift things around, whether it's moving your furniture, shifting energies, moving, whether it's people, places, or things. These are all natural, because what happens is you need to shift the energies around you so that way you can be more fluid. At times, things get stagnant. When things start to get stagnant, that's when you feel like you're in a rut. So there's times that you may feel that you're in a cleaning frenzy, or things that the decisions that you're making, or that you're feeling on your inner calling to do, doesn't make any sense at all. If you look at it logically, you feel as though that this isn't the right time to do something like that, but that's what is in your heart. It is the burning desire for you to do. And when you find yourself not doing it, you may feel yourself plummeting down, maybe feeling levels of depression, feeling down that you didn't get something done, you're not feeling accomplished, or levels of peace. So that is a clear indicator that this is something on the spiritual side, okay? Something where you're moving positively in the right direction, so that way you can start to feel more happy, and not trying to change necessarily the people and place around you by changing them specifically, but actually changing the things within yourself to a higher light, to move in a more positive vibration, so that way you can feel in sync with yourself and making the right callings and decisions. Now, depending on where you are in your growth, there is an introspective part that will hit you. Okay, you may feel more fatigued. You may feel like you need to sleep more. You may receive dreams, or you may realize a lot more synchronicity. Maybe if there's numbers, the time 1111, or you may start to see different sequences, and you're trying to understand what all of this means. Okay, I want you to trust your intuition, so that way you can go through this process and learn how to strengthen your spiritual gifts and strengthen your spiritual abilities, so that way you can raise your vibration away from, like, the anger, the pain, the hurt, or feeling trapped as though you can't move forward. There's so many stories, or so many things in history where we've heard, whether it's biblical or non, and people are being tested, and they're trying to find their way through. And a lot of reasons why we have lost faith is that we feel as though these things don't occur for us anymore. The challenge is that it does occur for us. The challenge is that we don't understand how to identify when things are clear for us, or when we are receiving a message. Okay, we're being so caught up in being in the now, like being focused with all the gadgets, the social media, working hard and being on the go constantly, that we've lost sight of our introspective abilities and identifying who we are as spiritual beings. Now, many of us would think, well, especially if you're hearing it on the outside in, you may think that some people are just being like hippies, or that they're off on some other cloud space nine and da 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 da. And this is why that they're dealing with certain obstacles in their life. Okay, financial. I'll just keep it real. Finances doesn't mean that you have it all together. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people who may be making tons of money. We see it all the time with celebrities where they're committing suicide, they're on drugs, there's all kinds of things going on because there's some level of emotional detachment that is going on. So what I'm speaking about has nothing to do with financial success, because there's a lot of people that bury themselves in their business to avoid emotional pains or hurts that they felt. Or if you've gone through this life and you've been successful in its various aspects of your life, if you're still feeling levels of disconnect, you're going to sleep, or you're not wanting to be alone, you're going to sleep discontentment, or you're having a hard time falling asleep. A lot of these are physical signs that you aren't connected on a spiritual basis, okay? This is even if you're going to church on a regular basis or doing things that you feel is the right quote-unquote thing to do. Now, what has happened is that throughout history is that we haven't been taught a lot of ways to go within. And it's either you're taught how to seek everything outside of yourself. If you're sick, you go get medication. If you need to talk to somebody, you see a psychiatrist. If you're not feeling up to it, some people may take a drug, or they might drink alcohol. Whatever the case may be, you seek outside of yourself, whether it's to numb the pain, heal the pain, cure the pain, whatever to do with that. The side effects are more discontentment. By learning how to do the harder work and reprogramming yourself and going through some of these changes, because the energy is here now for you to shift, okay? And by taking that time out to go through these things, you learn how to actually deal with the root of the problem that exists within yourself. Each one of us has a different road. We all have a different path, and some has been 10 times harder than the other. But it's not to discount anyone else's level of having to heal and move within themselves to actually regain faith and believe in something that that they can't physically see. Okay, and I want you to embrace some of these things by slowing down and paying attention to the signals or the signs that you may see and receive. Okay, I'm going through a lot of this stuff right now, and it's been a roller coaster, and I'm going to continue to get this information out to you guys, because it's important that we all understand the ramifications of if we don't take action by going within, if we don't take action of paying attention to the signals, if we continue to lose faith and we continue to buy into what the system has created for us to believe. Okay? Your dreams may be more intense. You may feel as though they're actually occurring. Sometimes they actually are. These are the taboo things no one ever wants to talk about. If you talk about it out loud, people think you're crazy. That's the truth. You know what I mean? But as we start to face the fear that masks all of this, because it's really ultimately what it boils down to is that fear is blocking all of us from dealing with the true reality, what really is out there. And that fear has captivated society to the point that we have more killing, more crimes, more lustful things being portrayed, all to utilize this energy in a negative way and keep people in a dormant or complacent way of living. Okay? So if we're supposed to go back to fear nothing, right? Fear nothing but God, fear nothing but source energy, then we have to understand what's in front of us, what we physically see, are things that we should overcome. So that way we can truly achieve who we are as spiritual beings. All right? So my name is Keshia Martin. I am a spiritual teacher and energy healer. Okay, I work a lot with energy, and I am here to help you restore your faith and to help you identify your unique gifts. Okay? So if this message reaches you, please like. If you have any questions, comment, because there's a lot of things I know I've been receiving, whether it's through downloads or it's just coming out. I'm just starting to speak things a lot differently. And if you have concerns, or if you know somebody that may actually benefit from this, then feel free to share this with them. Okay? And stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, and I look forward to chatting with you once again.